Hey, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Shemel Shai Hashem Harakah Hakodash. A double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that have taught us His truth and they continue to teach us. And Shalom to our brothers that are doing this mighty and powerful works. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, which means He is, He exists. And Yahweh Shai is the beloved Son, who the world will ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Yahweh Shai, meaning He deliverer. And Bahashim just means in the name. So, update, this is the real news. According to the scriptures, big things are happening, bros. Right now, the Democratic Party is panicking and Trump is cutting fundings for all these Americans that have been freeloading off the government. All these women that have been receiving benefits. He's cutting all this I would say money laundering by the government, to be honest, because a lot of these entities are really getting this money, and Trump just pulled the big move. He hurt a lot of people in their pockets. All right. Now the Democrats have gathered an emergency meeting to pretty much cry and whine, and it's kind of hilarious. So here it is, man. This is also going to spring forward chaos because the people that it's going to hurt is the American people.
Glad to be standing here with my colleagues to raise this along.
As everyone up here has been talking about, we are getting phone calls and emails from our constituents, people back in our state in the war.
I don't even know who that is. Do y'all know who that is?
Who is that nigga?
I've never seen but only one of these people, two, Schumer and Patty Murray. That's all I've ever seen. I've never seen these people at all.
The word that everyone uses is chaos. And as I've been thinking about it, I'll be honest with you, chaos is the point because chaos is their plan. This is going exactly as they wanted to go. They could have chose a different way to try to figure out how to be more effective and efficient if that was actually their goal. But their goal is to sow chaos. And I hope the American people see this, because this is the style of governing, or quote unquote governing, that we will see for the next 4 years. And the American people have to ask them, is this what they want? What we see right now, whether it's the actions we see with this, with OMB, or the firing of the Inspector General,
yes,
the independent advisors there, or what we saw at USAID and the leadership there. What we see right now, it's showing that the defining phrase of Trump's administration and the beginning of his administration isn't the golden age. It's a phrase that he used during the campaign, the enemy from within.
Well, there is a lot of talk about the enemy from within. It's not just a phrase. It happens in every country and practically every government and even companies. The enemy within is a real thing. Excuse me.
So we see him now in the presidency, in the Oval Office, waging war against the American people, trying to think about solely how it is that he can attain and consolidate that power for himself. And who is going to be the people that struggle and suffer from it? It's going to be the American people. I wanted to read you this email that I got. We got this overnight. It said, "Good morning. We just heard that President Trump issued a memo temporarily freezing federal grants and loans effective at 5 p.m. today.
Get ready to see a lot of people go online crying and whining and shit. All right? We told you. Isaiah 19, that this is a cruel Lord. All right? But our people went ahead and voted on what they will call the lesser evil. But now, these people are about to feel the pain, man. All right, like the scriptures tell you in Isaiah 30, I believe the 31, the strength of Pharaoh shall be your shame. And that is exactly what's going to behold you people. You're being put to shame. All right, because you trusted in your president. And it says, Isaiah 19:4, and the Egyptians, you Americans, will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord. Now, right now, Trump is the Lord of America. All right? And a fierce king. And you know what's crazy? The Democrats just said he's acting like a king. Shall rule over them, said the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai of host. Now, 2 words I want to look into. Cruel. It says,
Strong's H 7186. Kasher.
Kashe.
Kasher. The second entry. Kasha.
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 So let's go to the root. It says to be hard, to be severe, to be ill-treated, to make difficulty. And this is the root. So let's go back to the regular word. So he's going to make you people's life very difficult. All right? Intense, vehement, cruel, childish, a very cruel person. All right? It says in trouble. So he's going to put a lot of people in trouble. All right? He is the trouble. All right? With all them executive orders he's going to authorize. All right? And it says a fierce. It says mighty, greedy, power. And Trump is that man. He's greedy for power. All right? He is exactly the embodiment of a cruel lord and a fierce king. Greedy for power and is stepping on everyone to gain totalitarian power. Now check it out. Nero, this is how Nero died, because we believe Trump is Nero coming back in reincarnation. Nero fucked over the Senate. It says, when the Roman senator Vindix rebelled with support from eventual Roman emperor Galba, Nero was declared a public enemy and condemned to death in absentia. He fled Rome on the 9th June 68 AD, committed suicide. His death sparked a brief period of civil war known as the Year of the Four Emperors. Ooh, nothing new under the sun, man. All right, Nero was one of the cruelest motherfuckers in history. All right, burned down lands and then blamed the Israelites and crucified people. You know, had draconian measures. All right, had his wife killed, and then found a boy that looked like his wife and had the boy cut off his testicles and appeared as his wife. Yeah, man. Same guy. All right. And he pissed a lot of people off in the Senate to where they banned to overthrow this guy. All right. And Trump is pissing a lot of people off. All right. He declared he's shortening the cabinet of the government, sizing down the government. All right. And all these people that have been wolves and greedy for the American tax dollar, they're gonna be crying, man. All right, they're gonna be crying and saying, "Oh, it's for the it's for the poor. It's for the people that really need it." Even though people really do need the fundings and loans, but they're not able to steal all that tax dollar no more. You know, when Trump meant "Make America Great," he didn't mean make America only white again. He meant great for the rich. All right, the elites. All right, let's continue, man. You want to see these Democrats crying over the tax dollar because they've been stealing it all these years. Tax dollars going missing. Nothing getting done. The funding for the homeless. No more money laundering while Trump is in office.
This is obviously alarming to those who rely on federal funding to help people with disabilities. This is an organization that is trying to figure out how it is that they can help the Americans that need help the most, the support the most.
That's right, Tommy. Hold on, you all. That's right. They didn't care about our feelings. What about our feelings? What about us not wanting our children being taught stuff? Yeah, I think that our voice should have been heard and not squashed out. Yeah, what about our voice? Because we weren't for that.
Seniors, people with healthcare needs is cruel. But again, that's the point. They don't care about the collateral damage. They care about their own power and they care about themselves. Yes.
Exactly. We broke down the word. All right. The fierce king is gonna be a king that's power hungry. All right. And when Biden, I know I'm speaking a lot, but there's so much to talk about. When Biden left, he said you got to be careful for oligarchy. All right. When you go into that word, if I'm saying it right, it's power for a few. And this, man, what is taking place here is we're witnessing the downfall of Esau's kingdom. And we're witnessing division, which is going to cause chaos. All right. Sedition amongst men. It says, Second Esdras, the 15th chapter, in verses 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. And right now is the perfect time for destruction. It's destruction to the so-called white man's world. Right? For the sword and their destruction draw nigh. So all of these events are playing out because the Most High is about to bring judgment via the sword. All right? By the military. By guns. All right? And their destruction draweth nigh. One people shall stand up and fight against another. And that's going to be all these Americans duking it out. You know, everyone for themselves. All right. And in the midst of that, you're going to have Edomites banding together, blaming Jakes and hunting down Israelites. And then you're going to have Israelites banding together, fighting against the enemy. All right. Against Esau. But it's going to, I believe one brother's mentioned it, it's going to be like Royal Rumble out here. Every man for himself. All right? And swords in their hands. Man, I believe every household, according to the statistic, majority of households have 3, 5, 6 weapons. All right? Guns. For there shall be sedition among men, and uprising against the government. And we're witnessing the play out of why these people are going to go against the government. All right? Here it is. Trump is killing business for these business owners that use a lot of immigrants, cheap labor, always have employees because of these immigrants that will take for nothing. Then you kill their business. Then you got all these people that depend upon loans and money grants from the government funding. You're killing their livelihood, their survival. You know, majority of these people are disabled, on disability. And if you go around them, you see why they're on disability. They really fucked up. They mentally not there, and their bodies is fucked up. You know? And you got families that they band together, collect that money, you know, pay rent, you know, live off stuff like that. So there's going to be a lot of people pissed off and double-crossed during the reign of Trump. All right? And all of this is building up to that sedition. All right? For there shall be a sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. So those that are ruling in the cities, the mayors, the governors, and Donald Trump himself, eventually it's going to get so bad, people are not going to give a fuck what the president declares a national emergency or what the president tells people what to do. They're just going to say, fuck everything, destroy everything, shoot everything, break everything. All right? And we're in those times, man. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Why you think there's a movie called Civil War last year? And the perfect guy that incited civil disturbance in his kingdom is actually on the throne now again. You know? So people they're gonna take action in their own hands, man. They ain't gonna wait on the government no more. You know? They're gonna be looking to change things out here. By going up against the government. All right, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And this is what they want. They want the chaos. All right? They don't want to keep patty caking no more. They want the chaos. Literally, Trump was introduced by the WEF and took the floor and addressed the whole world. When have you seen a president do that? So they want the chaos. She even says it. The guy said it. The goop that went up to the podium, he was like, they want chaos. Yes. Order out of chaos, man. So martial law could be declared. So they could have the right excuse to tell you where to go. You can't come in. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Yeah, people are going to be very scared, you know. Like, they're going to be genuinely in fear for what's happening in America. All right? Nobody's going to be pretending to be tough or, you know, pretending like it's not affecting them. No, they're going to be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, and shall destroy their houses with the sword. In those times, there isn't going to be no 911 system. By the time the military is deployed, checkpoints is set up, it's going to be chaos, man. And there ain't no turning back. All right? Esau plan is to salvage out of the chaos a new world, but it's going to be too chaotic. All right? So a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So simultaneously, it's like what's happening right now with all the immigrants not picking the food and not helping these farmers so you can have instant food in the grocery store, and then you got tariffs on these countries to import to America. It's going to be a famine out here. That's what a lack of bread is. Famine means scarcity, means it's lacking. All right? So there's going to be a shortage of food in the midst of all of that. And these people are going to lose it. With everything that's going on, the food being reduced, all these pestilence, all these events happening, Trump dishing out that order, racial tension in the air. This shit is about to implode and explode upon everybody. All right, because of the lack of the bread and for great tribulation. So a lot of suffering, hard times is coming. Yeah, man. It's just about to get real soon.
A couple of you, Senator Kemp alluded to this, remember, a couple of you take through the specifics, maybe a phone call, an email you got from a hospital, a State Department of Transportation, what you said, and what the specific project or grant was that would be affected to, if I could hear a couple of
I can just tell you that it's still 8 o'clock on the West Coast.
You can tell by these people's faces, they're not pretending. This shit is what Trump is doing is having everyone's in a frenzy. They're panicking. You know?
And their calls are flooding in. Just sheer panic that at 5 o'clock tonight, the funds that they count on, whether it's for our schools, Title I, whether it's our hospitals who are doing research, whether it is our community health centers who are providing care for people in line right now in rural communities in my state, whether they will be able to provide those services tomorrow.
I don't feel no sympathy for these people. Hey, you want Issachar out? Hey, go ahead and go get you one of them Issacharite jobs. when Trump make a lot of you motherfuckers unemployed, yeah, you want to work? Go get you one of them field jobs. Help make America great, huh?
I've used my appropriations committee all night long, has been trying to get in touch with the agencies to fully understand the impacts of this. And they're broad and, quite frankly, very poorly written. And this is exactly what Andy's talking about. The chaos that this is creating is horrendous. No one voted to wake up this morning and wonder whether their child would get the care they need, wondered whether or not their parents would be kicked out of a nursing home, wondered whether or not the research that is so critical to keeping their child alive at NIH would continue, whether the road, in fact, one of the calls I got was about the bridge between Oregon and Washington that we have been working on for 25 years. Does that mean all that work stops tomorrow? These are the kinds of calls we are getting because that is what this memo is stopping.
Yeah, at the end of the day, this is all politics. This is just all a play at the end of the day. But these people don't give a fuck about people getting care. You know, if that was the case, they would have made a legislation saying that healthcare is cheap. Nah, man. Trump is cutting all that bullshit money that's just being spent. And these people, they're dipping their hands, funding their lifestyles, their family. Getting rich off the poor. Like, how the fuck is it that Gavin Newsom's, that guy, is buying a $9 billion home? Like, you're a governor. Where are you getting this money from? What happened to the fund you got to help clean up the homeless? Yeah, Isaiah 19, a lot is happening. Judah going crazy on these damn heathens. No work. Lord mingled a perverse spirit that Esau, the Egyptians can't get it together. They can't get it right. Everything is lewd acts. All right, cruel Lord. Man, the Lord returning in America. I'm looking for the one that says the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Hold on, because the Lord gonna just he's gonna have these people explode on each other. Yeah. Isaiah 19:2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Now people are set against each other, over racial tension, who voted for Trump, whose fault it is, over beliefs, over politics. And they shall fight everyone against his brother, everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. So yeah, the Most High is setting the stage for a royal clash. All right? These people are going to explode on each other. And it's not just the elites setting this up. It's the Most High. He set them at each other's neck. But yeah, man, if you want to watch it, it's this lady, Gina Maria Colvin Hill. She likes to go into the chariots and, she watches, but she don't have, no scriptures or anything to back it up. But that's good, Check out our videos. Giving all praises to Yahweh Shai. Yeah, Shalom.